Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. Today is Thoughtful Thursday, and we're going to continue talking about creativity. Now, I don't know what you feel about yourself or what people have spoken to you about your creativity, about your gifting, but the encouragement this week is taking what God has given us and magnifying it and glorifying God with it, being resourceful like the Apostle Andrew. Now, we've talked about how there are several things that can stifle our creativity, and one of those things is not finishing. We may be good starters, but we may not finish things, and that can discourage us in our creativity. Another thing that can discourage us is comparing ourselves with others. Naturally, we don't have what others have. See, we were all created uniquely in God's image. And so we can't think like, well, they have the gift of creativity and I don't. That's actually not true. We all have creativity because we were created with it. So how can we continue to grow in our creativity? And that's the encouragement today, is that creativity is a process. It's not a destination. It's not something where, okay, I've arrived, I am creative, boom, I'm there. You're welcome. That's not how it is. Because we're limited and because of our human nature, we need to continue to learn and grow and discover what all God has for us. Now, how do we do that? Well, we do that by soaking up His Word, by spending time with Him. And so I'm going to read a few verses of encouragement in Psalm 46. Starting in verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. I don't know if that doesn't encourage you, I don't know what else can. I'm going to read that one more time. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear when earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam. Let the mountains tremble as the waters surge. So no matter what we face here on this earth, no matter what the media is saying, no matter what other people are saying, we do not need to fear because God is our strength and our refuge. So wherever you're at, we can have the confidence that God is right there with you. Pause in His presence. Verse 4. A river brings joy to the city of our God, a sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city. It cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. The nations are in chaos and the kingdoms crumble. God's voice thunders and the earth melts. The Lord of heaven's armies is coming among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Pause in His presence. And so that portion of scripture here just gives us encouragement to not look at the earthly circumstances that we may be in right now and determine our creativity, determine our calling, determine our value. No, we are who we are because He created us that way. And He is far above and beyond anything that this earth can give us. And so let's have the confidence and that process of continuing to learn and grow in our creativity as we spend time with Him, as we pause in His presence. Hopefully that's encouragement to you today. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for another Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth.